So here we have different objects, and basically it's a single object. We are basically mirroring it and arraying it. So you see this is a single object. First I mirrored it, right? You see it's mirrored, and then I arrayed it. And by array I mean I have made these copies. Now the problem here that I'm facing is that all these cells, all these structures, these are basically neural crest cells that I made here. So all these neural crest cells, they are at the same position. There is simply no variability. So if you draw a line here, you see all these are at the same place. Now actually I want some variability. Some cells may be lying here, some may be, you see, lying a bit forward like this, some may be lying here and there. So little bit of variability that I want here. So that's very easy to do, and there are of course many ways to do this thing in Blender, but here I will use our latest tool, the geometry node. So here we are going to geometry nodes and make sure the geometry node modifier, as I click new here, a modifier has been formed, and this modifier should be at the end. Well, not necessarily at the end, at least after the array and mirror modifier to make this work, right? So now actually we will have to split these different objects into instances, and then we can translate these instances randomly. So if I go to spreadsheet here, let me tell you what I mean by this. If I go to spreadsheet, actually all these are basically in a form of single geometry. So all these are a single object. They are not different objects, or they are not different instances. So to fix this problem, that's very simple. We can split them into instances. So here I press Shift A and enter, and I type split. Okay, I've entered here. I have to click here first. So Shift A, then search split instances. Split two instances, yeah. So split two instances, and now you see nothing has happened because all this geometry has been converted into a single instance. You see there is one instance, so whole this geometry has been converted into one single instance. So what we need to do actually is to convert them into all these. How many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So basically these are mesh islands. This is one mesh island, this is other mesh island. So we have these mesh islands, so we have to select them by mesh island. So it's very easy. Again we will select mesh island. Yeah, so we have to select mesh island, and then if we put the mesh index into group, here now you see that if we go to instances, we have 12 instances. You might see 11 here because in programming and in Blender it starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to 11. So now we have converted them into individual instances. Well, actually you can also check this, that if I delete instance, delete geometry, and here I will select an instance. So here I can compare it with the integer index, not integer, yeah, index. So if we have, let's say, first, this one is first island, this one is second instance basically, and of course it has now been converted into island, second, third, fourth, and I can also select less than. So anything less than 4 will be deleted, less than 5, 6 and so on. You see, we can confirm it like this. So now all these are converted into different islands. Now to translate it, it's very simple, that we select translate instance, and now if I, let's say, make some changes, all of them will move together, right? But of course I do not want all of them to move. So what I will do is that I will grab this here and I will select random value, and here vector has already been selected. So you see now already it's working, but I can tweak it as per my liking. First, I do not want them to move above in the space, so z I will put to 0. So I want them two-dimensional. I want the two-dimensional movement. So with this you can change xy like this as per your liking, and here like this. Now what I will recommend you is that make sure that whatever the value here is, then its negative value should be here. Okay, to do it simply, what I will do is that it's very easy. Let's select a value node, and we will put some value here. Yeah, no, not like this. Combine xyz, or is there a vector value option? Vector value, yeah, vector value, we don't have vector value, so we can combine xyz. Let's remove it and put it here as well as here. Now they will all move together, but what I will have to do it here is that we have to multiply vector math, and I will have to convert it into negative value, we will have to multiply it with -1 like this. So now it should work. Yeah, now it should work. Is it working or not? Let's see. Oh my god, I've selected add. I have to select multiply. I was wondering why it is not working. And if you want all of them to work together, all of these two to work together, you can use a value here, and oh, not this one, sorry, value here, and do like this. So now you can control both of these together. Yeah, that's working fine. I think that's what I want. You have entered this variability. So that was all for today. Thank you.